we are in Reykjavik on the 2nd of September, 2025, getting ready for our cruise in 2 days, but we're having an interesting time walking around this very interesting city. It's a small city, but it's very rich in tradition and art and culture, and it's just exciting to be here in Iceland. And the air is so clear and cool and sunny, beautiful day here. So we're enjoying our first real walk around town here.
Yeah, so we're in downtown Iceland. We're next to the Parliament building. Yeah, it's different than back home, that's for sure. You know, it looks different than a little smaller than the capital of our country. But you know, it's a very beautiful place. And yeah, the air is so clean, and yeah, it's having a good time.
We are at Thingvellir National Park in Iceland. It's about 35 miles outside of Reykjavik. Very interesting geological area. We are sort of standing in between two plates, tectonic plates, North American plate and the Eurasian plate. Very interesting. And it's quite interesting. Beautiful out here. The scenery is very austere. It's very uncrowded. Very interesting. Quite different than I imagined. But that's why you go to places, because they're always different than you imagine.
Gorgeous here. I am so glad we made it. It's absolutely stunning.
What are we looking at, Marcia?
This crater and it's Curran, I think.
Big hole in the ground, huh?
Beautiful, big hole. And I love the way they designed the stairs to get to this viewing post. It's marvelous. And our guide, Snisa, is wonderful. She's the friendliest. Everything's worked out very well.
Yeah.
You can't. I mean, is this TV or just?
Okay.
I think it's TV.
So So Marcia, here we are on board. Just got it checked into our cabin. And so Al, what do you think?
It's nice. It's good.
You gonna have fun on this trip?
I think so. Yeah.
Good. It's our cabin. Very nice. Very nice. Very nice.
A wonderful time on our trip to Iceland. I actually went in the Forest Lagoon and went for a soak. It's wonderful. I met very nice people there, and I love this country. It's so unpopulated. So I want to become a citizen, dual citizenship if I could. But beautiful place. I left my heart in Iceland.
Okay, we are on our ship, the Norwegian Prima. We are leaving Akureyri and we are on our way to Norway. We've had a really nice 6 days here in Iceland. It's just a beautiful country. We saw waterfalls, we saw tundra, we went to hot tubbing or soaking in lagoons. We did some cultural stuff. We went for some walking. It's just a really interesting place, although kind of expensive. So, but anyway, so we're ready for a day at sea to rest up, and then it's on to Norway. we are in the fjord in Norway on September 8th, and it is really spectacular. We're taking this ship down to this fjord near Ålesund, and the scenery is just mind-boggling. It's beautiful mountains and forests and these deep ravines that go right into this narrow channel of water that we're going through right now. So it's everything they told me it would be. They said the fjords in Norway, you got to see them, and we're seeing them, and they're great.